For anyone that thinks the Lord is not in the business of keeping, oh, trust me. So I just got home from work and was taking some trash out to the backyard, or to the dumpster out back, and walking back up to go in the house for the evening. I saw this wet spot under Blue Thunder. That is a brake line leak. I don't know if you can see that, but rusty old bracket probably came loose and just through the years just rubbed through the brake line. Oh man, I can't even be mad. I'm just grateful to God that I made it home safe in one piece. I'm gonna switch the cars around, pull the car back out, and I have to start working on this. So, all right. This whole thing wants to spin, but you see, I don't know if you can see that, but see where it broke at? Good morning. So I'm out back. I replacing the brake line, back brake line on my truck, Blue Thunder. Finally got the new brake line, which is over here. So I'll show you that in a sec. But so let's get to work kind of replacing that, putting this thing back together, getting our boy back on the road here. So one of the first things I got to do is I got to take these end connections and put them on here, because these are different. The line is the same, but the connections are slightly different. So take these off of the whole one, which I'll use my cutting tool here. Give a nice smooth cut to the old brake line. The idea is to just kind of snug that on there and just kind of gradually spin it through. Once that gets a little smoother, a little easier to turn, give it a little another little turn there. Spin it again. Make sure that goes smooth. Spin, tighten it down a little bit more. There we go. Look how smooth that is. I gotta get something to push that through, push that off. So this is part of the new brake line that has to go back on. As you can tell, they don't come shaped, so I got to shape it and bend it and everything. So I just got to get it to the right length and everything. Measure it out more than what I actually need, so that it was like 38 inches, but I'm gonna do about 45 because I gotta bend it and shape it, so I gotta have more than enough to do that. So that's gonna be all right. Take out this old bracket that's holding it and see if I can even reuse this thing. Come on. There we go. All right. Clean these up a little bit. See how this tip is flared right here? I have to do that on this end once we make sure it get this thing in there a little bit. It's gonna have to go about 5.5 inches to start a bend. So we go right here. I'm gonna go about right here and start a bend upwards. Right, let's see. So let's go here. I don't know how far up that's got to go, but let's see. Get out of there. Let's get a good bend to it. So let me go from here to about, okay, that's right. All right. That's going to be about, I'll just say 2.5 inches, which is probably a little bit too much, but. So next thing I need to do is clean out the inside of the hole. This little tool that was provided, make sure it's smooth. Clean that up. And I'll blow that out once I get this thing flared out nicely. Take this little thing here, put that there. Alright, this is the tricky part. I'm doing it just crushing this down and creating a bubble. Looks good. That's what I wanted. See, it's kind of flared there, kind of bubbled at the end. It's called a bubble flare. So I just learned, and that seats right there just nicely. So still got one more step I need to do, which I should have did it before I took it apart, but whatever, I'll get it. And that step is just taking this and just kind of opening up the new setting just a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit. Wonder why mechanics get paid so much. Not a lot, just a little bit. And it's beautiful. mosquitoes are out. This thing started. So look straight. So I got the new brake line ran, and it's cleared of everything, of all the, this is it right here. And I'll double check it again, but I figure since I'm already out here, I'm gonna go ahead and put some new back brakes on this thing. I'm just doing just the pads, not the rotors. So here we go. Come right off. Clean all that out. Come on, bastard. There we go. Pull out the clips. Allegedly. Voila. So, originally, I was not going to replace the rotors, but I heard the Lord speak to me and say replace the rotors. So, when God speaks, you listen. That's what we're doing, replacing the rotors too. Big ass thing. It's like a Transformer's top hat, is what it looks like. Hope I got enough of this. So what I ended up having to do is the old caliber, which had been replaced about 10 years ago, I was pinching the pistons back in, and this piston shot brake fluid out at me. So we can't have that. It won't work like that. So I had to go, luckily it was under warranty, so I didn't have to pay for this one. I just had to go and grab it. So I'm gonna get this one set up and get that one stuck back on here, get the brake lines back on, and we'll go from there. So Make sure those slide in and out freely. Because your braking system is a actual moving part, believe it or not. So make sure that's good. And also, I need to make sure I did a brake job before. It might have been on this truck, and I got all the way down to it, to the bleeder screw. I didn't have anything to fit this bleeder screw, so I was so frustrated. I had to like literally quit working for the day because I had not a socket, not a wrench, which hopefully that's not the case right now, because where the hell did he go? Oh boy, let's see. Oh, it's probably over here. I bet you it's over here. Yep. Let's see if I got the right size for this. This bleeder screw. Yep, that's it. All greased up, so we don't have any issues with squeaking or squealing or anything of that such. Sometimes you hear vehicles going down the road and they go to stop and you hear squealing. The first thing you think is they need brakes. Shit, they probably need grease. So that's kind of a thing. Pinch these pads so they don't come flying out. Is that what that rattling is? You better quit before it falls out. Oh, wait. Wait. I almost forget. Gotta grease up the pads on the outside. Wherever there's metal to metal contact. All right, and now I need oh yeah, that slides on like butter. That's the best thing about new parts. Like before I started, like really, with more and more I work on stuff like this, and I can really understand why dealers like to use new parts, because like they just go on so much easier. You know, try to reuse the old parts as best you can. A lot of times you got to fight with them and keep fighting and keep fighting and keep fighting, and it's like, geez, man, you know, you spend more time fighting with it than you do actually getting it on and getting it together. So you don't got a wrench on it. You just want it on there snug so it won't back itself out. All right, it's kind of brake line attached. Try not to drop any of the washers, which we didn't. So that's good. Wait. That's not right. Oh no, this is the part right here. Is that front size? Son of a biscuit eater. There we go. Alright, because it's got to be tight enough to make a clean seal, but not tight enough to where, well, it's just got to be tight enough. It's very easy to strip these out. So, all right. Let me, I got to top off the brake fluid. Pump it up and then crack the bleeder screws and check for leaks. And, man. Ain't much in there either, but this will do. Spray everything down. So that if there is a leak, you'll be able to see it easily. This is full. All right. Man. Yep, so got home Wednesday, blew the brake line, that right there. I mean, like I said, dude, by the grace of God, I was able to make it home before it blew, because I was on the highway running about 70, 75, and man, I just thank Jesus. Lord have mercy, I thank Jesus. So started out, I replacing that line, got that in there all snug, had to make that, which that was fun and interesting, a nice learning curve. Then that started, and then I went into, okay, well, let me just replace the brake pads. Can't just replace the brake pads. So I went ahead, I heard the Lord just tell me, just go ahead and just put new rotors on. Did that, and I was squeezing the old caliper back together, and it shot fluid back out at me. I'm like, geez. So luckily, I think I mentioned earlier, this is under warranty. So I didn't have to pay for that. I just had to snatch it off and put it on there. So, like I said, I bled everything down. I'm gonna get ready to put the wheels on it and take it for a test ride.